Hey everybody, welcome back to the Perfect Portfolio, and we're talking to Lee Didinsky, who is actually came into our the Perfect Portfolio kind of like midway through the course and really caught the back end. And of course, the Perfect Portfolio is very unique because we teach people to raise their financial IQ. So people come into the course at every level of financial IQ. Want to raise your financial IQ, teach you to fish, and more importantly, automate your income so you can basically retire early and do the things you want to enjoy. We're talking with Lee Didinsky. Maybe just Lee, tell us a little bit about your background, like what job you're doing now, careers, where you're from, all that good stuff.
Okay, well, pretty much, I I got married fairly young, had my family, and was an at-home mom.
Yep.
And really didn't start any kind of career until my kids were grown. Now I'm a real estate agent. Originally, I was from the East Coast. I was born in DC, and then we moved out here into the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
Oh golly, when I was in elementary school, I guess basically.
Yep.
So that's kind of my background. Right now, I'm a real estate broker.
Awesome. Awesome. Very cool. For sure. So you're in the real estate industry, obviously learning a lot about real estate. Did your family
Mhm.
grow up talking about real estate, investing, finances, taxes? Did you grow up around that environment?
Um, Not really. So my folks met at the Central Intelligence Agency.
Oh,
So
wow. Okay.
um, my mom just kind of gave up her career, if you will, to be an at-home mom, which is
Sure.
why I felt very blessed to be able to be an at-home mom.
Yeah.
My dad was when he retired from that, and then he went to work for federal government, then state government, which is why we moved over here to the Olympia area.
Yeah.
Um, and it was always pretty much, well, my mom had done some investing in in real estate, and then had given it to my oldest sister. So, and then kind of focused in on the family. So she wasn't really doing any more in real estate. I actually didn't know that she did investing in real estate and rentals and stuff like that until I was much older.
Okay.
So she was really focused in on us kids.
Yeah.
My dad, it's always been like save your money, um, get good credit,
Sure.
pay off your debts.
Yeah.
um, yeah, it was which isn't necessarily bad in the sense of it's good to be responsible. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
But it's a completely different mindset.
Cool, cool. Oh, now most people that come in the course are kind of like what we call level three in the course of the seven levels of financial IQ, which is save money, get good credit, max out your 401k to save on taxes, and get a Roth IRA and index funds. Now, for most people, they may never really retire doing that. And like we want like to show people that. When you came into the course, did you feel like you had a time frame where you could say, I'll become financially independent with so many years or an age or something? Did you have a target when you were going to become financially independent?
Well, no. Well, I kind of before the course, I kind of had a, let's put it this way. I was a probably about a level three,
Okay.
but I was a late starter.
Okay.
So I guess I should be encouraging to people that are starting late, because it's never too late.
Okay.
Um, and I had decided that my projected date to retire, if you will, and not necessarily retire, but become financially independent,
Yeah.
was going to be in about 4 years.
4 years. Wow, really? That's so cool. That's that most people don't have that expectation.
Well, I whether you got to start somewhere, and you got to dream big, and I really would like to, and I think it's possible. I
Yeah.
think it's absolutely possible. I just didn't know how.
Oh, you didn't know how. So you made the
I
decision
didn't know how.
first, and then you
Hmm.
said, "How do you do it? How did
Yeah.
you ended up finding the perfect portfolio course?"
You were dropped in my lap.
Aha. Okay.
Yeah, it was kind of a situation where I had made this decision, and then it's a little prayer, and people started coming into my life, and it was really like an answered prayer. So looking at a client, and I'd known some things about what he does for a living, but he actually asked me to read one of your books.
Okay, cool.
And so your books were like a game changer for me,
Wow. Okay, cool.
complete game changer. So
Awesome. It seems like you already came in with a little bit of different mindset because so many people don't know how to retire. They just go, I'm going to do it at 65 or 70 because that's what they're told. But you sort of decided, I want to retire in 4 years, and then and then decide to make the decision first and then just kind of figure out how it comes together. Is that right? Where did you get that mindset from? Because that's exactly what, I've always done.
yeah, I got the mindset actually when I started going in the brokerage that I'm currently in,
Yeah.
um, with the whole idea of having passive income
Okay.
at the end of it. So
Yep.
initially it started out like, I'll take less on the front end, but I want some passive income on the back end.
Beautiful.
Um, and then as I'm developing this whole mindset, then it got into investment properties. How do I get into like have an equity position in investment property and get passive income that way? Or
Yeah.
on the debt side, what does that look like? And so I know there's ways to compound and get passive income.
Yeah.
And then I was looking at like life insurance, and how does that play into helping me compound and be a tool in my tool belt,
Yeah.
to be able to do that. Now, I don't know, when I first started this, I didn't know anything about tax codes. I didn't know anything about anything really. It was just like, I know there's a way to do it. I know there's a way to do this. I just have to figure out how.
Cool, cool. Well, you obviously introduced to the topic called buy, borrow, die. Had you ever come across that topic before in the real estate industry?
No.
No. Okay, cool. Okay, good. So, well, obviously you're raising your financial IQ. You only went through half of the course, which is amazing. So I can't wait for you to see the first half of it. So, just on what you've seen so far, how do you see yourself changing in the next 12 to 24 months? Because what you've learned just even so far.
This is, I see a light at the end of the tunnel. I definitely see that what seemed like, I mean, it's a big heavy lift. You
Yeah.
know, a 4-year time frame is pretty fast.
Yeah.
Um, but I definitely see that it's becoming more real,
Yeah.
more attainable,
Yeah.
and it's really exciting.
Awesome, awesome. So, well, obviously, we tend to attract people that like to learn, teach others to fish, help others. Any specific people you want to help? Churches, charities, donations, anything like that?
I've got people basically in my immediate sphere. So all of my brokerage agents, I want to help all the businesses and that we're involved in, and mortgage companies, investors, all sorts of people that can really benefit from this. Obviously, my church
Yes.
family is
Yeah.
really important to me.
Yeah.
So frankly, if I can get the church involved,
Yes.
it would
Absolutely.
be huge for them,
Very
because this
cool.
is, building up the kingdom of heaven, and there you have it.
Awesome. Awesome. So, well, good. Well, it's been we've I barely known you for long, but you've been a pleasure to work with so far. I can't wait till you see, go through this next course. And obviously you're going to go through the next course as many times as you want. We don't charge for that because we want to make sure you guys are succeeding, and we want to get you to the point where you are financially independent. So looking forward to seeing you in the next course on January 24th when we do the introduction again.
Great. Thank you so much, Mark.